Hello everyone, this is Karen Cornell, your Creative Memories Advisor, and it's time for another project recipe. I'm so excited. Last week we did number 30 and it was a little challenging and we really had to, embrace the challenge and go for it. And many of you did, and you actually really enjoyed it once I broke it down, and you were very complimentary of how I taught it. So thank you very much. I'm glad it was very helpful. Today, I'm going to do an easy one for you that has very simple cuts, and we're going to use the new Hit the Road collection because it's just such a fun collection. They've already sold out of the Buy It All bundle, but you can buy the other pieces piecemeal. So go ahead and do that before they sell out because I think it's hot, hot, hot. So let's switch to my camera. So we are going to do project recipe number 24. Remember, if you don't have the book, don't stress. I say this every week. I am walking you through every single cut, and don't worry. You will be able to do it with or without the book. So don't stress. Just remember, in November, when we have our birthday celebration, that has been when Creative Memories offers a book like this. I don't know if they're going to do it this year, but it's been a very, very popular item. So hopefully they'll do it again. But this project recipe allows for 6 photos, but you can always add peekaboo pockets and add more, move the photos around. You can do lots with it. So this one, they use the Perfect Kitty Cat collection, and we are going to, like I said, we are going to use the On the Road collection. You're going to need 4 pieces of designer paper plus 2 pieces of cardstock. So quite a bit of paper. So the cardstock I chose was the deep green. And so that's going to be my base. And then I have 4 pieces of designer paper from that collection. I'm also using the little trio road sign punches, and they're like the mini trio set, which is super duper cute. And I've already got my embellishment tray filled with some that I've already cut out. And you'll need your repositionable tape runner and your trimmer. So let's move these out of the way and let's get started. So remember, I always like to get my paper in order. So this is my first one, and I go ahead and lay it out how I'm going to cut it. This is my second one, this is my third, and this is my fourth. So let's get the cutting guide out. I just loved this, the license plates, because I don't know about you, but when we're on a road trip, we play the license plate game where we try to get all 50 license plates. So I was like, oh, this is perfect for in the car. And plus, 6 photos in the car is plenty. So then we're going to cut 4 inches here, and then another 4 inches, and I'm going to cut this again, but it seems like I may need to switch my blade or my mat. It's not cutting very well. So this is what happens. So it's giving a little bit of a fray and not a clean cut. It's not cutting like butter, as I say. So all you do is you take out your replacement mat, and I've already gone to number 3, so I've used 1 and 2. So here's 3, so I just turn it around and I get the 4 sides. So then now these cuts should be like butter. Now here is where they allow for punching, but this is such adorable paper. I don't want to punch it because I want to save it, because I know I'll use it again in a different layout. So that's why I used cardstock for my punching. So I'm just going to push this off to the side and save it. Then my paper number 2 is going to be 3 inches. Oh my gosh, so much better. Way better. 3. And then this is going to be 3.5. And I'm going to cut it straight down. Then I'm going to turn it and go to 4.5. I love cute little car on the road pictures from the car when we're on a road trip and going out of town. It's fun. And then this is all extra, so save that. Then we're going to cut number 3. I'm going to turn it because I had that wrong. And this is going to be 3 of the same cuts. So you're doing 2 3-inches. So thank you those of you that have liked my page and are following my YouTube channel and are subscribed. I really appreciate it. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, which is mind-boggling to me. I never thought I'd get that many ever. So it's so exciting. But if you like my style, I try to get these done in under 30 minutes because we're all busy and we want to make, you know, headway in our crafting, but we may not have a lot of time, so I try to do these quickly. You're turning it just like before to 4.5 inches, and you're going to do that twice. So if you like my style and you want to be a part of this 52 project recipes in 2025, then follow my channel. I'd love for you to. This is extra, so put that off to the side. Then we have our little 1/2 inch strips. And you know me, with my 1/2 inch, I have to go this way. Go that way. Don't know why. I say this every time. I know. I'm repeating myself, but broken record. But I like most of my paper on my left. I feel more secure when cutting, I guess. So we're going to cut 4 strips at 1/2 inch. Oh my gosh, there's nothing like a new matte strip. It just is so satisfying. As my children would say, it's so satisfying. 3, and then 1 more. And as you can see, you have lots of extra paper to punch. So that first paper where it says to use 4 inches to punch, you don't have to. You can use your scraps for it. Then we're going to cut at 6.5. So go ahead and open this up. You're going to go to 6.5 and straight down. Then you're going to turn it and go to 4.5. We're cutting 2 mats at 4.5 by 6.5. So that way we can fit a 4x6 photo very nicely in the center of that, to be some showcase photos on the edges. And then this is all leftover, so put that off to the side. You can definitely use those big scraps somewhere else. Okay, so now it's time to assemble. So we are going to look at it this way. Have it off to the side. So these kind of go, let's get our paper in the center. This is going to be in the center. So at 4 inches. These are mats, so put that off to the side. These are mats. We have this down here. Do this over here. I started out doing blue, but then when I wanted to punch the signs, I was like, oh no, I want some blue signs for the speed limit. So that's how I changed that. And I guess it goes, yeah, it goes like this. Gotta flip those location markers so they point down. Then this is gonna go up top. So you're leaving 1 inch at the top. And then these little strips are gonna go down at the bottom. Now this is where you could easily cut a border. You could use the new Road Trip border punch, or you can use the older, where it was the truck and the car. I had that out just a second ago. But you could punch this out and put this at the bottom if you'd like. I am going to do it more like the sketch so you get a better idea. And then it goes like this, but you can vary it however you want. And that's the gist of it. Because then you have this here. See how it kind of brightens up? I love that. Let's turn these pointing down. So they're all pointing down. I caught that. Then we're going to have this down here. Like that. And then these will be like that. So because these are sideways, what I might do is move. Nope, I want it. Nope, I might do this and flip these so that these will be this way and like that. Because it really doesn't matter. And I'll straighten all this out once I tape it down. But that's the gist of it. So, I think I like. And then we'll be able to add cute little signs up here. It'll be cute. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get our tape runner. Move this off to the side. Hope everybody's having, it's a beautiful spring day here in Atlanta. I love it. Yesterday was really hot. Today, much better. We went from like 60 to 80 overnight. It was a little too much. Now we're back to nice 60s. Much better. We have 5.5 weeks left of school. And then I can go on a road trip and use this paper. Take some pictures. There we go. And then this, I just dropped that. Isn't this paper adorable? Little retro cars. And then we're going to put these on it. I need my silicone mat. We're going to tape this down here. And then we're going to tape this one over there. And I am overlapping it just a bit, to allow me to have a little bit more room at the top for my signs. Because that's going to be the super cute part. So for this top one, I am going to put it right on top of this one. I know I'm trying to be extra precise and trying to not have my head hit the camera. So there's that, and then we'll put this down. Isn't that cool as a backdrop, as a photo? Oh, but a photo would cover it, so it doesn't really matter. And then we'll have this. Kind of center it there. This is so cute. Absolutely love it. I'm going to bring this over a little bit. So my eye will be drawn toward the center of the page. So bring it towards the middle. I know I keep playing with it. There we go. So now I want this to be the same on this side. So I'm going to push these up next to each other so I get a good idea of what I'm doing. So I can keep it consistent. And I have this one. I'm trying to go quick. But this has been a really, really popular collection. People really have gravitated towards it and really, really are excited about it. So I highly recommend you getting it before it sells out. And we're going to add our little yellow here. I should have my silicone mat, not on my nice mat, but it is what it is. And then we've got one more here. Super cute. Okay, now we add the mats. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it. You could measure it. If I wasn't trying to fit it on the screen, I might measure it a little bit easier for me. But it's trying to get it all on the screen and not wiggle too much. When I first saw the sketch, I was gonna do a cap and gown, but then I changed my mind. Do a graduation album, like graduation layout, but then I changed my mind and did this. So I'm excited about this. Now, this is the fun part. So now when I first saw this, like this little punch could be for badges for the police or fire even. And I did this, like I thought it'd be really fun to put the interstates that we traveled on to get to wherever we're going. I thought would be super cute. And then we have little arrows of where we're going. But I thought it would be really fun to go like give little signs of where we're going and different interstates and stuff. And I will finish this up for you, but with the final layout on my Facebook page, Karen Cornell Scrapbooking. But this is going to look super cute with these little signs all the way across. These little, I mean, how adorable. And you could put these on. I mean, I'll have to add these, but I love these arrows. And you know what? These arrows you can use if you're doing peekaboo pockets. Use these arrows as well to give a little indication that, hey, pick up here if you're doing a peekaboo pocket. You know, do it in a different color, like pop it in blue and put it down here, and it could be a peekaboo pocket little spot to know that you have to pick up your paper there. Love the little arrows because that arrow punch that came out a while back, I absolutely love. So this is super, these arrows I think I'm gonna love even more because I have more options. I mean, you can turn, I mean, and then put the interstates that you travel. It'd be so fun. All the roads, I love it. You could put the speed limit. You could do all kinds of stuff. But let me, there's more, there's stickers and all that stuff. And the stickers that I used are the mini letters. And you know how we always get a ton of numbers and we never use them? Also, if you have the old company, the old CM letters and stickers, You could add those as well. They fit perfectly on these little signs. So great use of these little mini stickers that we have in our stash. And you can also use any of the embellishments. And I had them here. And they're underneath this pile. Oh, here they are. All these stickers and embellishments are so cute. I mean, I can't wait to embellish this page. Super cute. And you could, instead of one of these strips, you could do one of these at the bottom as well. So that's where you can substitute it. You could put the little cars going on there. You could add the border punch or the other, I think it was On the Road or something, border maker cartridge. That was cars. It was a car and a truck. That would be super cute to add on here. And I think that's it. So my final layout will be on my Facebook page, Karen Cornell Scrapbooking. And we need to go ahead and color in number 24. So go ahead and color this in. And we are just rocking and rolling. So I hope everybody loved this one. It's a little bit simpler, but you have some time to, you know, get a little creative with your punches. If you don't want to do an individual punch at the top, you could totally do a border punch, a sticker strip, a laser border. You could do anything at the top. So the possibilities are endless. So this is a nice, easy one. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Happy scrapping. And don't forget, if you like my channel and you want to be a part of this whole 52 project recipe challenge, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.